Hello everyone, I welcome you all back to our channel. So, on the request of few subscribers, I have decided to first of all make a detailed resources video to refer for the chemistry mains optional paper. First of all, I have divided the paper 1 into blocks and I will be telling you the correct strategy as well as the resources that how you should prepare this paper 1. First of all, we will be referring to paper 1. In paper 1, I have divided the whole paper into four blocks: block 1, block 2, block 3. These comprises mostly of the physical part, whereas the block 4 is basically of the inorganic part. First of all, in block 1 we have atomic structure, chemical bonding, solid state and liquid state. I will suggest you that you should prepare these blocks all together for a more comprehensive study, because y- to cover these chapters all along together in a sequential manner will require less effort and more understandability of your. Okay, now in block 2 there is gaseous state and transport phenomena, thermodynamics, phase equilibria and solutions. These three chapters are very important, because in most of the previous year questions I have seen the compulsory question coming from these three chapters, and that too in a composite form. Composite form means like there will be a integrated question, like there will be a numerical of thermodynamics or a gaseous state along with a theoretical question of phase equilibria or solutions. Okay, now the third block is electrochemistry, chemical kinetics, surface chemistry and photochemistry. In block 3, the electrochemistry also comes in the compulsory question as well as a numerical. These three four chapters, these are very important, because every year numericals are asked from these four chapters. Okay, now in block 4 there is inorganic chemistry, which basically comprises of coordination chemistry, bioinorganic chemistry, general F block elements and main group chemistry. Now, one more thing which you should refer here is that the sequence I have mentioned, you should follow that sequence, because I have ordered or arranged them in a sequence that is most important. You should prepare them first and then proceed to next. Like the inorganic portion can be prepared easily in a short span of at least 15 to 20 days, like general F block elements, main group chemistry. These chapters are very small and you have to selectively prepare. Moreover, like in bioinorganic chemistry, while you will analyze previous year question papers, you will see that there are questions which are frequently asked, and you can easily prepare model answers for them and re-revise them again, so that while answering in your mains paper, you don't have to think too much while writing those answers. Now, the next thing is, how should you start preparing paper 2? There must be, before starting paper 2, you should follow a correct sequential order, so that you can prepare it more effectively and it will be in your mind and the conceptual clarity will be very clear. Okay, now one more important thing before starting your preparation for the optional paper 2, which basically comprises of reaction mechanism and spectroscopy, you should try to brush up your concepts of the general organic chemistry which you have studied in class 11 12, like acidity basicity concepts, like acidity basicity concept. After that, you should know various effects that are occurring in molecules, like inductive effect, mesomerism, many more, etc. Okay, you should try, and from where you can revise, you can consult either your 11th and 12th 11th and 12th previous year NCRTs, or someone who has prepared for the competitive exams while in their class 11th or 12th, they must have read those chapters in the previous classes. You can refer to them. Now, what is the correct sequence you should follow? First of all, the reaction mechanism, it is very very important and the most significant part of syllabus. The whole paper revolves around this section. Okay, first of all, you should prepare reaction mechanism, that is the chapter 2, which comprises of 5 to 6 I guess subparts. You should prepare them. After that, you have to study rearrangements, then named reactions, and then reagents. This order is very very important, because until and unless you don't know reaction mechanism, you cannot understand completely and connectingly these named reaction, reagents, and rearrangements. Okay, either you start from this or you can start from the chapter 5, aromaticity. This is a small chapter. Here the questions are basically, you have to answer which is aromatic, which is non-aromatic, which is homo aromatic, or there are some other certain types of questions which I will be discussing later on. Okay, and then after that you should follow pericyclic, photochemistry. Now for polymer and spectroscopy. For polymer, you can refer class 11th plus 12th, and you should analyze previous year question papers, because the questions generally asked from polymer and biomolecules, it also includes biomolecules, are basically the same ones which are continuously repeating from the last few years. You can prepare the model answers for those topics as well, and revise and just write them again in the mains in a model form. Okay, now for spectroscopy. Here's for spectroscopy, why I have put it in the last, because sometimes the question appears in a form like they have given you a reaction. First of all, you have to write the reaction mechanism, or they have given you a reaction and its product, and you have to predict which one will be the product. Then until and unless you don't know which reaction is taking place, how will you predict that this product will have this spectroscopy, NMR, this IR spectroscopy, or this? Okay, so that's why I have put this chapter 9 in the later stages. And for organic paper, one most important thing is you need to practice again and again. You cannot depend upon someone, that someone, if somebody will teach you a concept, but at last the application part is on you. You have to apply the concept, because the same question doesn't come in exam mostly. Sometimes there are questions which you have read, though they will appear in the paper, but it is not necessary that every time you will see a new question. You have to make your mind understand, like this will be the concept, it should be applied here, this can be the answer. Okay, now the next thing is the resources. First of all, I will suggest you, please stick to a one basic resource which you will refer completely. After completing that one basic resource, you can do content enrichment from various other resources. You don't need to read a same chapter again and again and from different resources. You have to read one resource very efficiently, completely. Then for certain topics which you think they are not sufficiently or completely explained in that particular book, you can go or refer to another book. Okay, and you have to make crisp notes. Otherwise, the whole process in the whole process you will not be able to write answers in the later stage, but it will be the answers that will fetch you marks, not the your knowledge, your what you have studied and what you not. Okay, so for paper 1, I have written the books which you must refer. You don't have to refer to these books from cover to cover. Select at least one book and one notes. which you have to read comprehensively. For other resources, you have to do content enrichment. Like suppose I have stated that I will be following Puri Sharma Pathania for the whole physical part. Okay, I will be following this as well as the Dias notes, which will I will be referring. After that, after completing these resources and making my self notes, what I will be do that I will be referring to KL Kapoor only for numericals. We will not be reading the topics. We have made our notes from Puri Sharma Pathania and Dias notes. Okay, or you can also refer to Abhijit sir's blog. They have also uploaded their complete Google Drive link of their notes. They are very comprehensive. Either if you don't have Dias notes, you can get these Abhijit sir's notes printed out. They have also made the notes from the Puri Sharma Pathania and KL Kapoor or Atkins. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to stick to a particular book like Puri Sharma Pathania, and notes for the reference that how much to read from the Puri Sharma Pathania. We don't have to read Puri Sharma Pathania as well as from cover to cover, because there are extra topics mentioned in the book. That is the book for MSc level, not for the this book is not made for the UPSC aspirants. Okay, so we will refer like this. Now in paper 2, in paper 1, there is inorganic portion as well. For inorganic portion, the coordination, bioinorganic, main group elements, as well as the general chemistry of F block, we can either refer to Ajay Kumar or Hui. Okay, you can refer to any of them. These days the questions are very tricky, and it is carrying much more weightage than the previous years. So I will suggest you that you should refer to Hui. One more thing, that it is not necessary that the books which I have mentioned you need to follow only them. You can follow any book which you have already read, and you know that this book has the same topics that are mentioned in your syllabus. Okay, now let's discuss about the paper 1 paper 2, sorry. Now for paper 2, I have told you there is for paper 2, first of all I'll be discussing a strategy. For paper 2, what you must do, which I personally feel is most important. For paper 2, sorry, for paper 2, what you have to do is, first of all, complete one standard book. For paper 2, you should follow a standard book which you have already studied, either in your graduation level or in your 11th class, 12th level, in your 11th or 12th class. Why I am telling you this? Because there is no particular book which you can refer for the organic chemistry from which the whole paper will be designed. Okay, so for that we have to first of all prepare a standard book. That can be anyone which in which you are comfortable. Okay, one standard book we are going to follow, that can be anyone which you have already studied, and you need to complete the whole syllabus, like the reaction mechanism, the topics specifically mentioned, like the methods of study of mechanism of organic reaction, then is reactive intermediates, then is substitution reaction, then is elimination reaction, then is addition reaction. Okay, these 5 topics you have to do from a standard book. Now after that, what you have to do is, you have to make short comprehensive notes for these standard topics, like the reactive intermediates. You should know the correct order of the carb, how which carbocation is more stable, what controls that, why that particular carbocation is stable. These kinds of questions are nowadays being asked. After that, what you have to do is, Once you have completed your one standard book and practiced all the questions from that particular book, now you will be going through other authors books. Your foreign authors book you can go through, or any other book, and you don't have to read that book again topic wise, but only practice the questions. You have to practice questions from different resources for the organic part. And one more important thing is, you have to write. Until and unless you don't write mechanisms by your own hand, you won't be able to write them again in the mains paper in a right way. Okay, this is the most important thing while starting preparing for the paper 2. This is the thing why the people find it very difficult, because it is an organic process. You have to do it, like you cannot say like I will be preparing the organic part or paper 2 in 1 or 2 months. You cannot complete it in a confident manner. You can prepare paper 1 in such a way if you continuously read it or study it. However, in paper 2, practice is the most important thing. You have to practice from various resources. Okay, now similar is for the spectroscopy portion, which is mentioned in the syllabus. For spectroscopy part 2, you have to go through this whole stage. Like, you have to first of all read the physical part, like the rotational spectroscopy and the vibrational spectroscopy. After that, you will read electronic spectroscopy in the IR region. Now after that, when you are going to read NMR as well as mass spectrometry, this is the organic spectro part. You will be have to go through various questions, like you can consult Bruce. After that, you can consult P.S. Kelsey, Pavya, Morrison and Voigt. There are numerous books from where you can practice, and you have to practice. There is a no substitute for practice. Okay, now let's refer to the resources which I have mentioned. It is not necessary that you should refer to only these resources, but personally I am comfortable with these resources because I had previously read these resources. There is a book for organic reaction mechanism by Singh and Yadav. This book is very easy to read, and very uh, comprehensively written. There are a lot of practice question as well as mentioned in this book. You have to practice, and there are given detailed solutions of that also. After reading the whole chapters from the Singh and Yadav, what you have to do is just refer to Jerry March for the examples, and any example which you are stuck while solving, or which you think is different from what you read in Singh and Yadav, you can make a separate note for that. Okay, or add in or that examples in additional to that of the Singh and Yadav examples. Similarly, you have to do this for the Jonathan Claydon. Or you can, if you are not comfortable with Singh and Yadav, you can start from Jerry March and do content enrichment for Jonathan and Claydon. There are many books. You can also refer Peter Sykes, but I will suggest just stick to 1 or 2 books, and then after that, once you have completed the whole syllabus and read it very nicely and you're confident, then do only the practice from question. Now for the organic part, spectroscopy part, sorry. First of all, for the physical spectroscopy, you can refer to Banwell. It is a very good book. Okay, for the NMR as well as the IR, you can refer P.S. Kelsey as well as Pavya. Okay, for mass spectrometry, you can refer William Kemp. It's a very good book, and it explains very nicely all the concepts. Moreover, there are questions also in that book. Okay, I hope this video was very helpful. From the next video, we will be starting the general organic chemistry, so that we can start organic in a better way, for those who have lost their touch from the chemistry from the last 2 to 3 years, so that we can brush up their concepts and then start our main syllabus. Okay, I hope this video will be helpful. Please like, subscribe and do share, so that I also get motivated. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.